You guys would not believe how small this gaming setup is.
And everything fits inside this Amazon box. This is a Raspberry Pi gaming setup that we're putting together, and we're excited to see how far the Raspberry Pi has come after a word from today's sponsor. Attention PC builders, do you want to save money on your Windows activation? Well, today's video sponsor, GVG Mall, has you covered. An awesome online marketplace with game keys and also Windows licenses.
It's awesome how easy it is to activate Windows. You literally just buy a key on GVG Mall using code TB20 to get a really good discount, and from there, you literally copy and paste the key into Windows, and boom, you now have an activated version of Windows.
You can get Windows 10, Windows 11, and a bunch of other different keys at GVG Mall, and be sure to use code TB20 on checkout to save money on a Windows 10, Windows 11, or any other key from GVG Mall. Big thanks again to GVG Mall for sponsoring today's video. Now, let's get into it, shall we?
So we're about to go over this full setup, but for those who are wondering at home, what is a Raspberry Pi? Well, a Raspberry Pi is basically a mini circuit board that you can use for many different things. We're using it to actually do some emulation and some gaming today, but you can also find these inside of things like drones, RC cars, home theater PCs, all kinds of different use cases. They're very open source and very user-friendly depending on what operating system you want to download for it.
So what we bought was one of the Cana kits that you can buy on Amazon that comes with the case, the Raspberry Pi, and anything else?
Comes with a lot of things. There's a DIY video on it.
Oh, there's a whole Toasty DIY video on it if you guys want to see everything this Raspberry Pi 5 comes with. But as you can see on the inside, this is what a little Raspberry Pi looks like. It has this little heatsink right here. This case actually comes with a fan, which honestly, I don't even know how useful this actually is for the Raspberry Pi, but it is so low power. But this right here can be a full computer.
Yeah, no, it's definitely super cool. You get two display outs on it that are both either mini or micro HDMI. We're not very good at this. USB-C power. And the crazy part is, when I was testing this thing in gaming, it was pulling 7 watts.
7 watts, that's ridiculous. But we decided we're gonna make a gaming setup around it. So we decided to get really compact peripherals, basically, starting with a portable monitor, which you said this was a 10-inch monitor?
Yeah, so it's a 10-inch portable monitor. I opted for the non-touchscreen version because we do have a mouse and keyboard. But yeah, it's 10.1 inches, so, you know, basically a laptop screen, but slightly smaller than normal. And the idea is that this can either sit next to it, or you could even slap it on the back of it with some adhesive, or, you know, get kind of crafty.
But so this is from S2 Pi. So is this designed for a Raspberry Pi?
Basically, you can use it for anything because it's HDMI, but it is IPS, 60 hertz.
Oh, this is kind of cool looking. So yeah, there's the portable monitor space is pretty big. This, oh my gosh, wait, hold up. Whoa,
yeah, it's like
hold
exposed.
up. So it's an exposed PCB. It is only 1024 by 600, but again, we're talking about a Raspberry Pi. It can't push that much power to begin with. But yeah, exposed PCB. Does it come with like a?
I think it should come with a stand.
Oh, so this is
you
very.
Put little feet on the back of it.
Little feet on the back of it. Okay. This goes here. Oh, look, it comes with a little baby screwdriver.
Oh, does it?
Here's the stand, looking pretty fire. Doesn't really have much adjustment points, I will say. It's pretty basic. But we're gonna plug in the HDMI for the Raspberry Pi, and then the power will go off the Raspberry Pi also.
Oh, look, it has a little backlight like wheel.
A backlight wheel, that's wild. But we also need more peripherals. And do we have enough USB ports on this thing? How many USB ports does it come on the Raspberry Pi?
Dude, you actually get 4 USB ports.
That's actually pretty cool. So for the mouse, we got this Ranger Lite from Red Dragon gaming mouse, which this one's wireless. I'm assuming you went wireless on purpose?
We went wireless for the keyboard and the mouse because I just feel like it makes it that much more portable. I went pretty small on both too.
Oh, nice, nice. Red Wagon. Oh, we got RGB too. Baby. Let's freaking go. And I put that on the right side, Jonah. Look at that. And the keyboard is from Mechanical Keyboard. Do you know the company of this keyboard?
Here's the listing. It seemed interesting because it's blue switches.
Oh, clickies.
61 key, 60%.
You know, your average Raspberry Pi user likes clicky switches.
That logo does look familiar. That looks like a company I feel like we've messed with before.
It's probably a rebrand that we see all over the place, but it does come with the wireless dongle right here.
Dude, the screen is smaller than the keyboard.
Okay, so that's everything, right? This entire setup. What are we doing for audio? So it looks like you got these Nubwo G06 for the audio setup.
Yes, and these are 40 bucks on Amazon. You get them prime shipped, and they're wireless because, guys, we got to keep up the wireless theme.
Yeah, the one thing we did realize is getting these portable monitors, some of them will have speakers, so you can go the speaker route, but this one right here does not have any speakers, and the Raspberry Pi doesn't have an audio jack, so you need to get something that uses USB audio only. So we have this little wireless adapter, which is going to use our last USB port, our precious USB port.
All 4 taken.
But then now it's plugged up, good to go, and now we have audio through the headset, which is pretty nice, so we can actually hear the games we're gaming on. We have good old Ubuntu, which would explain the process of how to get this working software-wise.
All right. I'm gonna open my notes because we gotta give a shout out to Cyber Demon on Twitch. He also works at ToastyBros, and he's pretty Linux oriented. And originally, I wanted to use the newest version of Ubuntu, which is 24.02 LTS, but for some reason, the guide that I was trying to use to get Steam installed, we had to use Ubuntu version 23.10, which is just one version older. And after doing this really long guide, which will be in the description down below, we did get Steam to work because the big trick with these Raspberry Pis is they actually have an ARM processor, which is not the same as your standard 32 or 64-bit processor that Steam likes to run on, along with many other apps.
So yeah, you gotta do some modifications, and normally in these videos, if we did buy these and did go the in-depth route of backloading Steam and making it work on an ARM processor, we would normally just be playing the Minecraft like Pi edition, or the basic games that you can do, or game streaming and stuff like that. But with this video, we tried to push the envelope a little bit further to actually get into our Steam library, and as you can see on the desktop here, we got a decent amount of games installed, but we have a list of ones that we tested to work, and some of them have some really like fatal flaws.
Yeah, so from my estimation, because there's like over 30,000 games on Steam, I think, just from estimates, that there's probably at least 1,000 games that you could get to work on Steam through the Raspberry Pi, that are of course all indie titles pretty much. But there is another kind of workaround that we found as well called Pi apps, so that'll also be linked down below. You may be able to just download Pi apps on any Ubuntu or even like the Raspberry Pi OS, and that has Steam built in with the box 86 and 64 mod built in, to where you may not have to do any of the steps that we went through to get Steam working.
So make it a lot easier for you guys, but hey, this Raspberry Pi boasts to be just, what were the percentages it was saying over the previous Pi? Something crazy?
250% better than the 4.
Something crazy. Every single generation, it does get faster and faster, but is it to the point now where we can play actual games on it? Because that's what we like to do here. Yeah, in terms of a very portable, tiny setup, we're gonna see if we can actually game on it.
All right, guys, we're diving into Steam. So we're gonna try probably more than one game, because when I did my DIY video, I really only did one, and
as you can see, it's struggling.
Just so slow.
Yeah.
Yeah, Steam is like really hard, because it's not meant to run on this. It really isn't. It's kind of almost running in like a weird compatibility mode kind of deal. All right, so we're gonna start off with a game that I know will work, and then after that we can try some.
I just love the delay here, but yeah, Hotline Miami, a classic game by the way. If you haven't played that before, I have 3 hours in my playtime.
3.4 hours. Look at that.
It's a fun game.
I'm here to tell you how to kill people. This game is controlled with your WASD. I think I'm ready to kill, Captain.
This is the game. It's like fast reaction times, and I feel like the Raspberry Pi is gonna make that hard.
Surprisingly though, this is one of the smoother ones that I have tested. Like this actually feels like a smooth 60 FPS. I do think we got a big advantage of having this resolution, because there was some points where I was testing the Raspberry Pi at 4K and it was struggling.
I mean, I can imagine. Some of our budget PCs don't even push 4K at all anymore.
And who do we have here? What
You're having a chicken.
It's a chicken horse. Oh, there's an owl too? Dude, are we about to have like a boss fight? Boom!
Oh, you took him out.
Dude, we really did. Oh, he's getting back up. Space. Finish him. Oh, this
You
is kind of
shit.
brutal.
Yeah, you got the... And you're dead.
Oh, well, that was Hotline Miami. I mean, what more really is there to it?
If you restart, it does it like really quickly.
It does run really like this.
The whole thing is you just run through his...
It does run really smooth though. I gotta give it that.
Not bad for a very classic game.
And you know what? Fine, I'll finish this level for you guys.
Oh my god!
Oh my god! Right click. I think it's right click. Dude, this guy's OP.
That's why this game is so wild. You have to like have fast reaction times. Got him! Yeah!
Whacked him in the head. All right, that's Hotline Miami. Let's go ahead and test out another Steam game.
All right, guys, we are now loading into Half-Life Source. So this is basically the classic Half-Life, which we got into the menu.
This is running better, because before I was trying this in the 4K monitor, and I could not get it to do anything.
See if we can just jump straight into the game. All right.
Oh, dude, this is already, you're getting somewhere.
Oh, I think I'm gonna have some Half-Life
man.
Source action on a Raspberry Pi, and box 86 is not responding. What's happening?
Struggling.
Oh, wait a minute. Oh, we're in the worst part of the game. This is where
I do think that it's at like high settings too, which you can try to change them, but it is Valve. This is a lot better than before though, because before I could not get in the game, I couldn't change the settings, so.
We need Half-Life to work.
You just gotta give it like 10 minutes. Okay.
Why is it doing very high details?
I don't know.
So we got everything to low. We're at 640 by 480.
Oh my god.
It's playable in the training room.
I don't think I've ever played this. I don't really know. Is the training room just guns?
I think it gives you like the full training thing. But look at this, look like 60 right here, but then it gets like really low right here.
I'm curious to see what happens when we get in gunfight, because this is like kind of playable.
Dang. Dang, they can't hold me.
Pro level.
Ah, here we go. Oh!
That's an enemy, brother.
Oh!
Whoa, fully playable.
That's Half-Life, guys.
But hey, it ran.
It ran. I'm actually surprised I got it to run, but Half-Life source, good. Next game, non-Steam games, because Steam games are done.
Yep, we had 2 games installed that actually worked, and we could install more, but guys, we did it. I mean, we did Steam on the Raspberry Pi. I feel like that's mainly what matters. So this is a game called, I think it's Zontic. I think this is like a Linux exclusive. And as far as the peripherals go, I mean, everything's honestly pretty nice. Like, I really do like this mouse. The keyboard's nice. I'm not a big clicky fan. And then I gotta give big props to this monitor. This monitor is crispy.
It's very crispy, and being a 10-inch display, the resolution, it kind of looks like it would be a 1080p display.
Sniping time. Dude,
Is
this
that
sniper has some
Spider-Man?
power to it. God dang.
Oh, sheesh. Guys, this is X-Defiant.
This is X-Defiant, guys. This definitely feels like it'd be easier on controller. Which this does have controller support as well, the Raspberry Pi does.
Ooh, you fragged the
him.
gator.
I got the next game I want Jonah to try. I think he'll love it.
Oh, I'm ready.
We're on the leaderboard, baby. 2 kills. We're gonna get 1 more kill, and then we're gonna make Jonah. Oh.
How many hits can they take?
Please come back. I swear these guys. That guy just drop kicked me. I swear the homies ain't dying.
He can't kill his ops. Yeah!
Okay, we gotta kill. We gotta kill. Oh my god, let me out of this
Jonah,
game.
it is your turn to experience Raspberry Pi, you little child, you.
All right, Jonah, I'm gonna launch a game just for you. So this is Scum VM, which is a virtual machine, so emulator basically.
Okay, all right.
And it's an epic, absolutely thrilling game to play.
No way.
2000 baby plays games.
This has got to be like the most boring game ever, probably.
I never made it past that intro screen he was on, actually. This is the furthest I've ever seen this game go.
This is actually, I'm like watching a movie. I am in the movie.
Whoa, dude, the immersion. Look at the
Wow.
angles.
This is actually so boring. If I'm bored, I can't imagine how you guys feel. Jesus Christ.
All right, so Matt, I got 2 different Minecrafts for you. I'll let you run both. So this is, these are both through Raspberry Pi apps, which is essentially like a plugin. You can download different versions. I didn't try like a ton of research, but I was able to get an older version working. For some reason, the newer ones I kept getting errors, but you should be able to play it like normal Minecraft.
Got survival mode.
So this is actual Java.
Okay, so it's actual Java, so it's not the Minecraft Pi edition, which
Yeah.
was basically the mobile version, or like it was a pre-beta version.
But this one's cool for the people who are kind of like diehard, and I think it does default to like fancy textures, far view distance. So
I did not mean to hit that. Let's go right back in. I swear, this mouse is going crazy. Yeah, we're on fast right now.
No, actually, okay. Well, yeah, this is cool though, because I know a lot of people aren't like the biggest fans of the Raspberry Pi edition Minecraft. And I mean, honestly, it runs pretty good for it being actual Java.
It's not bad. Again, this is an example that we are limited software-wise with the Raspberry Pi. Obviously, it's not going to replace a full desktop computer. Even like an older desktop computer could run this game a little bit better, and other games without the crashing. But in terms of, well, having this small of a PCB, basically, an all-in-one computer that has everything on it ready to go, I mean, the performance is pretty cool. It's advanced a lot.
We're basically playing on like a stick of RAM in terms of size right now. Like it's crazy how small it is.
But yeah, Minecraft runs fine. Do we have anything else?
You want to try Pi edition?
Oh, let's hear the Pi edition. So you get some comparisons here. Here's the non-Pi edition. Pi
go.
edition. Let's freaking go.
This is alpha.
What are the mods? Oh, look how much
I
smoother.
honestly don't know. Like, you can change them to turn them on and off.
What can I even do?
I think if you press I or tab, you actually can get like an inventory and stuff.
Ah,
There we go.
So we can craft. We get the crafting recipes. We have our Omar.
It's definitely more like mobile/console, but it runs smooth.
Yeah, it runs pretty smooth. I will say visually, it doesn't look that much different. It's on the Reborn client, the Reborn edition, Pi edition.
Yeah, and this was another one that was built into that Pi apps, which Pi apps also has a Discord emulator on it, so you can actually run Discord on your Raspberry Pi, and tons of other apps like that aren't just games.
Hey, Minecraft works great. And it's Minecraft, you know, you can do whatever you want in it.
Minecraft. All right, this is basically the last actual game. There is some other games on here that you can basically get with Ubuntu. They actually have app stores and stuff built in. But this is Pac-Man, guys, a classic.
Yeah,
oh my God.
let's go.
That's the way, baby. Buy yourself a little joystick for this thing. Which I did have an idea. I was like, imagine if you threw this inside of like one of those coffee tables that has the screen on it.
Yeah, really compact. There's a lot you can do with these. Obviously, this use case isn't the only use case you can do with a Raspberry Pi. Just kind of a way to showcase some of the gaming stuff you can do if you do a little bit of modding and you're really patient with it.
Let me go down.
Just give us Fortnite, Linux. Come on.
Give us Fortnite and Warzone and we're good to go.
But yeah, that's the Raspberry Pi setup. We tested as many games as we could. Again, there's a long list of compatible games that you can get to work, but there's a lot of modding required to get Steam even loaded on this on an ARM processor. But yeah, very tiny little setup. Let's wrap this video up real quick.
All right, guys, I'm feeling mini today. Mini on this Raspberry Pi setup because it actually works pretty well. I mean, there was a lot of games we weren't able to play, which I was very sad. I wanted to play like some Team Fortress and Left 4 Dead, but the games that we did get to launch all surprisingly worked pretty well.
But yeah, it's really cool to see, and I think the good analogy is at the size of like 2 RAM sticks side by side, you have a full working computer with Ubuntu installed that if you do some workarounds, you can get some Steam games running. It's just really cool to see how far the Raspberry Pi has come. We even use a Raspberry Pi in this back here for our arcade cabinet, and we've done a lot of mods with them here on the channel. So if you want to see us do any more stuff with Raspberry Pis or mini computers like this, let us know down below. And if you want to copy this setup yourself, check the links in the description down below. They will be affiliates that will help us out.
And also in the description below, there will be a very lengthy write-up on what games we got to work, what games didn't work, and also some of the links that we used in order to research some of the mods that we needed to get this thing to work. So as always, we hope you guys enjoyed today's video. If you did, check out our other 2 YouTube channels and also our twitch.tv/ToastyBros. Do not forget to like, comment, and subscribe.
And we'll see you guys in the next one. Bye-bye.
Are you guys hungry? Is it 3.14 a day where you live? Check out the Raspberry Pi at PCBros.tech.
PCBros.tech. You can get cool things like a Raspberry Pi setup, or you can buy full-fledged gaming PCs. Whatever your budget is, we got you covered at PC Bros. See you guys later. Goodbye.